A safe and sanitary food service begins with a facility that is clean and in good repair. The entire facility, including both work areas and equipment, should be designed for easy cleaning and maintenance. Eliminate hard-to-clean work areas, faulty or overloaded refrigerators or other equipment, dirty surroundings, and conditions attractive to pest infestation. The easier the workplace is to clean, the more likely it will stay that way. School kitchens have the reputation of being the cleanest food service establishments anywhere. It is your job to see that your kitchen is the cleanest in town. To do this, you must know what it takes to make and keep a kitchen clean and sanitary every day. After this lesson, you will be able to identify sanitary cleaning methods for a safe food service. In a previous lesson, we learned that cleaning means removing visible soil from a surface, and to sanitize means using a chemical to reduce bacteria or germs on a surface to a safe level. Mix a ratio of 1 tablespoon of bleach with 1 gallon of water to use a sanitizer for food contact surfaces. Note that the cleaning products we use are designed for different purposes and have to be used correctly in order to do their job. Each cleaning product we use has directions on the container as to how it should be mixed for the job to be done. These directions must be followed exactly, especially since some bottles may be more concentrated than others. If you add more chemical than you should, the chemical could be damaging to you or to the surface on which it is used. Bleach will spot stainless steel, and eventually the stainless steel will be so eaten or pitted by the bleach, it will have to be replaced. Cleaning chemicals cause dangerous reactions when mixed together and could land you and your coworkers in the hospital. Mixing chlorine, bleach products, with cleaners containing ammonia, some abrasive cleaners such as Comet, can produce a poisonous gas. Never mix chemicals of any kind. ND Food Code Section 34.1 Cutting Surfaces. Surfaces such as cutting blocks and boards that are subject to scratching and scoring must be resurfaced if they can no longer be effectively cleaned and sanitized, or discarded if they are not capable of being sanitized. ND Food Code Section 51 Wiping Cloths. 1. Cloths used for wiping food spills from tableware, such as plates or bowls, must be clean, dry, and used for no other purposes. 2. Moist cloths used for wiping food spills on kitchenware and food contact surfaces of equipment must be clean and rinsed frequently in one of the sanitizing solutions permitted, and used for no other purpose. These cloths must be stored in the sanitizing solution between uses. ND Food Code Section 51 continued. 3. Moist cloths used for cleaning non-food contact surfaces of equipment, such as counters, dining tabletops, and shelves, must be clean and rinsed as specified, and used for no other purpose. These cloths must be stored in the sanitizing solution between uses. Make sure the sanitizing solutions in which the wet wiping cloths are held between uses is free of food debris and visible soil. Store the sanitizing solution and wiping cloths so as to prevent contamination with food, equipment, utensils, linens, and single-service and single-use articles. ND Food Code Section 52 Manual Warewashing Sink Compartment Requirements. 1. A sink with at least 3 compartments shall be provided for manually washing, rinsing, and sanitizing equipment and utensils. Drain boards, utensil racks, or tables large enough to accommodate all soiled and cleaned items that may accumulate during hours of operation shall be provided for necessary utensil holding before cleaning and after sanitizing. Scrape, pre-soak, and sort items before beginning the manual washing, rinsing, and sanitizing sequence. Step 2 of ND Food Code Section 52, Manual Warewashing, Sink Compartment Requirements, states manual washing, rinsing, and sanitizing must be conducted in the following sequence. 1. Clean the sinks prior to use. 2. Equipment and utensils must be thoroughly washed in the first compartment with a hot detergent solution that is kept clean and maintained at not less than 110 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Equipment and utensils must be rinsed free of detergent and abrasives with clean water in the second compartment. 4. Equipment and utensils must be sanitized in the third compartment using a chemical sanitizing solution or hot water. See ND Food Code Section 53.4. 5. Equipment and utensils must be air dried and used only after adequate draining. ND Food Code Section 53.1. Manual warewashing equipment. Hot water sanitizing temperatures. If immersion in hot water is used for sanitizing in a manual operation, the temperature of the water shall be maintained at 171 degrees Fahrenheit or above. Note: this is a critical control point. ND Food Code Section 53.6, Hot Water and Chemical. After being cleaned, equipment, food contact surfaces, and utensils shall be sanitized in 1. Hot water manual operations by immersion for at least 30 seconds. Note: this is a critical control point. ND Food Code Section 53.5, Warewashing Equipment. Determining chemical sanitizer concentration. Concentration of the sanitizing solution shall be accurately determined by using a test kit or other device. Information about chemical sanitizing concentrations will be discussed shortly. ND Food Code Section 52 continued. 3. Sink compartments shall be large enough to accommodate immersion of the largest equipment and utensils. If equipment or utensils are too large for the warewashing sink or a warewashing machine, alternative equipment as specified in subsection 5 shall be used. ND Food Code Section 52 continued. 5. Alternative manual warewashing equipment may be used when there are special cleaning needs or constraints and its use is approved. Alternative manual warewashing equipment may include high-pressure detergent sprays, low-pressure or line-pressure spray detergent foamers, other task-specific cleaning equipment, or brushes or other implements. ND Food Code Section 52.3, Warewashing Sinks. Use Limitations. 1. A warewashing sink may not be used for hand washing. 2. If a warewashing sink is used to wash wiping cloths, wash produce, or thaw food, the sink shall be cleaned as specified, before and after each time it is used to wash wiping cloths, or wash produce, or thaw food. Sinks used to wash or thaw food shall be sanitized before and after using the sink to wash produce or thaw food. When using dish machines, mechanical warewashing equipment, you need to first flush, scrape, or soak items before loading them onto the rack. Load the racks and machine so all sides of each item are sprayed. Run the loaded racks through the machine using the correct amount of detergent and sanitizer, either hot water at correct temperature or chemical sanitizer at the correct ppm, parts per million. Air dry the items. ND Food Code Section 53, Mechanical Warewashing Equipment. Wash solution temperature. 1. The temperature of the wash solution in spray-type warewashers that use hot water to sanitize may not be less than A. For a stationary rack single temperature machine, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. B. For a stationary rack dual temperature machine, 150 degrees Fahrenheit. C. For a single tank conveyor dual temperature machine, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Or D. For a multi-tank conveyor multi-temperature machine, 150 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. The temperature of the wash solution in spray-type warewashers that use chemicals to sanitize may not be less than 120 degrees Fahrenheit. ND Food Code Section 53.2 Mechanical Warewashing Equipment. Hot water sanitization temperatures. 1. Except as specified in subsection 2, in a mechanical operation, the temperature of the fresh hot water sanitizing rinse as it enters the manifold may not be more than 194 degrees Fahrenheit, or less than A. For a stationary rack single temperature machine, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or B. For all other machines, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. The maximum temperature specified in subsection 1 does not apply to the high pressure and temperature systems with wand-type handheld spraying devices used for the in-place cleaning and sanitizing of equipment, such as meat slicers. ND Food Code Section 53.6 Hot water and chemical. After being cleaned, equipment food contact surfaces and utensils shall be sanitized in 1. Hot water manual operations by immersion for at least 30 seconds. 2. Hot water mechanical operations being cycled through equipment that is set up as specified in sections 53.2 and 53.3 and achieving a utensil surface temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit as measured by an irreversible registering temperature indicator. Or 3. Chemical manual or mechanical operations including the application of sanitizing chemicals by immersion, manual swabbing, brushing, or pressure spraying methods, using a solution as specified in subsection 1 of section 53.4 by providing A. Except as specified under subdivision B, an exposure time of at least 10 seconds for a chlorine solution specified in subsection 1 of section 53.4. B. An exposure time of at least 7 seconds for a chlorine solution of 50 milligrams per liter that has a pH of 10 or less and a temperature of at least 100 degrees Fahrenheit or a pH of 8 or less and a temperature of at least 75 degrees Fahrenheit. C. An exposure time of at least 30 seconds for other chemical sanitizing solutions. Or D. An exposure time used in relationship with a combination of temperature, concentration, and pH that when evaluated for efficacy yields sanitization as defined in section 172. Note: this is a critical control point. ND Food Code Section 54 Drying. After cleaning and sanitizing equipment and utensils, 1. Shall be air dried or used after adequate draining, sanitizing solutions before contact with food. And 2. May not be cloth dried except that utensils that have been air-dried, may be polished with cloths that are maintained clean and dry. You are almost done with the training. This looks like a great spot to grab your pencil and paper to write down the sixth digit of the training code. Ready? The sixth digit is a lowercase b. A fly can produce thousands of more flies during a season. They are so small that they can enter a tiny hole no larger than the end of a straight pin. Since they eat sewage and wet decaying matter, they are attracted to garbage. That is why it is so important to empty garbage cans correctly and never allow pieces of food to fall out of or around the dumpster. To keep flies out of the kitchen, keep garbage cans and screen doors tightly closed, and use fly bait. Other insects like ants, wasps, and yellow jackets can also carry bacteria that cause illness. Whenever these insects are seen, we need to kill them and eliminate where they live and what they eat. Rats and mice are frequently seen in food service operations. There is nothing cool about them. They both are known to carry filth from garbage and sewage. They may also carry fleas, which can cause disease. They both have very sharp teeth, which can gnaw through most materials, including concrete and lead pipes. They can easily chew through wood. Rats can enter a space no larger than a quarter. Mice are smaller and can enter a space no larger than a dime. Both are good climbers, and rats can even swim. Rats and mice reproduce very quickly. They have a litter of around 10 every other month or so. Eliminate rats and mice by keeping them out, destroying their hiding places, and eliminating their food. Inspect the entire kitchen and cafeteria for small crevices or cracks where rats and mice can enter. Cracks around where pipes enter the wall or other small holes can be filled in with steel wool, which rats may eat, but it will kill them. All of their nesting places need to be destroyed. It is so important to follow the rules for a clean and neat storeroom. Keeping everything clean, wiping up spills, and disposing of the garbage properly all help to eliminate their food. Although it is necessary to have pest control on a regular basis in the kitchen and cafeteria, it is only part of the job of controlling pests. You are responsible for the daily cleaning, which eliminates the food and shelter for insects and rodents. There is no pest control operator who can overcome a dirty kitchen. One more reminder: pesticides should never be stored in an area with food. To summarize, here is a list of practices and procedures that add hazards to foods. Cross-contamination. Poor employee personal hygiene. Storing raw foods with ready-to-eat foods. Poor equipment cleaning and sanitization. Improper hot or cold storage. Not cooking food to adequate temperatures. Storing foods at improper temperatures. Using poor cooling practices. Using equipment without thermometers. Operational practices. Improper or inadequate cleaning and/or sanitization practices. Improper chemical storage and/or use. Improper equipment design and material. Take a minute to answer these questions with a response of either true or false. Here are the answers. Do your responses match these? Please click on this link to go to concluding slides. Congratulations!